move to those of you joining us in-house. If you are joining on the Zoom call, please use the hand raise function to signify that you have a question. We'll begin with End Poem.
Quick audio check, can you hear me?
We can't hear you right now.
All right. Test.
Okay, we'll move to the in-house media, and Poem will let you fix the microphone.
大家今天辛苦了。然后第一个问题想问一下 Smoky， 就是今天你其实有非常多的高光表现嘛，然后你觉得自己今天的表现，自己打个分的话是打个什么样的分数？然后以及对下一场败局有什么期待？
我觉得今天打分就还好吧，其实就主要是我觉得自己没有能够在图二最后那个加时那个保持住吧，就是感觉后面心里想着是要拿下来，但是自己的操作都比较着急，然后希望明天败局我们能继续保持一样的状态，然后发挥的更好。
This question is for Smokey. You have so many highlights today. How do you rate yourself, and what's your expectations for the tomorrow's match? And Smokey's answer is, it's a pity that I didn't manage to keep my form at the overtime of map 2. We have the desire to win, but at that time we were a bit hairy, so we didn't manage to win the map. And I hope we could keep the form like today for tomorrow's lower bracket final, and also to have a better performance on the stage.
第二个问题想问一下杰尼，就是在这么大的舞台上打圣爵是一个什么样的体验和感受？
和前几场的氛围很好吧，然后就挺好的。
This question is for Jenny. How do you think of all your feelings on the stage of the upper bracket final? And Jenny's answer is, I think the vibe here is good. It's pretty good.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Pedro.
Pedro Mero, independent journalist. First off, commiserations on the loss today. Other chance tomorrow, and knowing you guys have the capability to make that happen. So that's it. Question over to Kong. Over in the entire series, like all but one pistol round was run by PRX, and so it got you guys into a hole early on in each half of the 3 maps today. How difficult was it for you and the rest of the team to dig out of that hole, try to formulate a run, and then compete to the best of your abilities despite that early setback?
这个问题是问到康康选手的，因为其实今天除了一个回合以外，所有的手枪局都是由 PRX 去拿下来的，这也让你们陷入到了困境。那你觉得，你和你整个团队觉得手枪局的这个难度如何？同时，想要摆脱这个手枪局的困境，你们需要去怎么样去重新制定计划，然后重新想办法去赢下这个手枪局呢？
我觉得确实有的时候手枪局我们打的比较匆忙吧，我感觉我自己在手枪局这几把当中，我觉得我也没有怎么杀人，我觉得应该我能够多练一下手枪吧，对。
Indeed, I think our pistol rounds were a bit hairy, and I feel like for today's pistol rounds, I didn't manage to have more frags, so we just need to practice more on our pistol rounds.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Leah, independent journalist representing Esports Insider. First of all, commiserations on the loss today. My question goes to Chichu. So after today's game, you have one more chance to get into the final and potentially get a rematch with PRX. And I was wondering who of the teams that you could face would you prefer facing tomorrow and why?
这个问题是问到球球选手的，因为明天还有一场非常重要的比赛，赢下来的话还有机会和 PRX 在总决赛对决嘛。那你觉得接下来的这场比赛里谁会是胜者？你们更想和谁交手？为什么呢？
我觉得怎么说呢？我觉得两个队都差不多吧，然后他们两个风格其实都差，他们俩队的风格都差挺多的。我个人其实是想跟维他利的打。 但是看吧，看今天是谁了。我个人想跟维塔利粉。
I think it's all the same to us, but your playstyle is totally different. For me personally, I really want to face against Vitality.
Thank you so much and good luck tomorrow.
这个问题是给到的所有人，在今天对阵 PRX 的比赛中，谁是最难处理应对的选手呢？
我觉得今天最难对，我觉得怎么说呢？我觉得伤心吧，我就觉得他今天状态太好了，上的热他的热，他上的那个就是热身的时间就是手热是肯定时间挺快的，我觉得。
其他选手有想回答的吗？This question is for all the players. Which player do you think is the most difficult to deal with in today's matchup? And Chuchu's answer is, I think it's something he's really in a hot form and he's really sharp today. And it seems that he didn't need to take a long time to warm up.
下一个问题给了康康，今天对阵 PRX 中哪一位选手是你最想对位的？
我觉得还好吧，我跟他们打比赛就是感觉跟训练赛差不多，因为我们都很了解彼此吧，所以说我觉得还好，对。
This question is for Kang Kang for today's matchup. Which player you'd like to face against on the stage? And Kang Kang's answer is, I think it's pretty similar. It's all okay to me because we have so many scrims with them and we are very familiar with them. It's like our scrim today.
Thank you. We'll try and take questions from the remote media. Andre, would you mind just doing a quick check into the microphone to see if we fixed the audio?
Hello, check.
No, we're
Hello,
still
hello.
having issues. If you are joining us remotely, please drop your question in the chat and we'll read them out. We'll take the next question from End Poem. This is for Nobody and Autumn. This question is for Nobody in Autumn. Today, PRX picked Breeze as their own map choice, but this map is actually one of your strong maps. Did you expect them to make that pick? Also, today we saw a situation where both teams ended up winning each other's map picks. What do you think is the key factor behind this?
Yeah, I expect their pick, Breeze. Because their former matches result, yeah, I can think they can pick Breeze by themselves. Even we have a good data on the map, so we prepare. So yeah, we have some good result. And second map we pick Fracture, but I think we lost because like this important match, winning or losing pistol is very important, but we lost all the pistol on these two maps, so that's why we some struggle.
这个问题是问到 Autumn 和 Nobody 的，因为今天对方也是选出了微风岛屿这张地图，这也是你们非常强的一张图。有想过对方会做出这样的选择吗？同时，你们今天也是互报了对方的选图，因为主要的原因是什么？然后 Autumn 的回答是，我其实有想过他们会选这张地图，因为之前的比赛中可能看到了，我觉得他们会选这张图。同时，尽管我们有一个不错的数据面板，我们在这张地图上很强，但是可能确实他们也给到了一些压力。然后同时，今天图2也是，我觉得我们的手枪局赢或输其实是非常重要的，所以因为我们今天手枪局可能没有那么好的表现，所以这可能也是我们输掉的一个原因。然后 Nobody 有什么回答吗？
我觉得这种其实我们也会算到他们去选 Breeze 嘛，然后是有这个考虑的。然后图2的话就非常可惜了。图1虽然那个他们的那个狙击枪战术给了我们比较大的那个惩罚以外，但图1我们还是拿下了嘛，然后图2就比较可惜。然后对。
I have expected that they're gonna pick Breeze today, and I think for today's map 1, even though the operator of something really gave us so much pressure, but we were able to punish them and win the game. But for today's map 2, it's really a pity.
Thank you. The next question comes from Andre Hopkins, and it goes to Autumn. The team floated and let's split through on today's veto. What was the decision due to Vitality beating PRX on the map, or was it a different reason?
We just pick Split because Split is our one of best map too.
这个问题是问到 Autumn 教练的。今天在地图 BP 这里选择了，可能最后霓虹厅的这张地图，然后是因为 Vitality 在这张地图上击败过 PRX 嘛？然后 Autumn 说不是，我们选这个图可能就是因为它是我们很厉害的一张图。
Thank you. This next question is also from Andre, and it goes to nobody. We saw on all three maps the game being super streaky, with both teams winning many rounds in a row. Do you think there was a specific reason for this happening today, or was it just chance?
这个问题是问到 Nobody 选手的，因为我们可以看到这3张地图里其实都是比赛胜负非常交替，都是2队可能连续拿很多分。那你觉得今天这种情况是有什么具体原因吗？还是说只是一些偶然的？交替连着拿分。
我觉得跟回合数和大招有关系吧，因为比较多的是，比如说我们某个队赢1分，然后接下来的大招会有一个回合的大招轮次，然后还有一个回合的那个anti eco 的轮次。
Thank you. And the final question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think it's more depend on the rounds and our ultimate. Sometimes when we win the round and we have the round of anti-equal or our good or our good utility of the ultimate.
Thank you. And the final question is from Alan, and it goes to Autumn. It feels like a meta which more encourages aggressive and even bold. Nobody mentioned earlier this year that you are more aggressive in strat compared to his expectations. Do you think PRX is even faster and more aggressive than EDG? And that's partially PRX showing good and winning today?
I think that aggressiveness and speed is not different than us because our players have same ability like that. But the reason why we lost is the on split. They prepare how to counter our attack side on split, and the reason why we lost is that because even in timeout, I don't think I have a good counter strategy about that.
这个问题是问到 Autumn 教练的，因为之前 Nobody 选手曾经说过，其实你的执教风格比我们想象中的更激进。那你觉得 PRX 会是一个更加激进、更加凶猛的队伍？那今天输掉比赛会有这方面的原因吗？然后 Autumn 回答说，其实这并没有什么太大的不同，因为我觉得我们的选手适应对方的这个风格也是非常非常的好的。那我觉得可能很重要的一部分原因，是因为他们今天在应对我们的进攻方的时候做的确实非常的好，然后包括在来到加时的时候，可能我们的一些反制做的没有那么好，可能是输掉比赛的原因。
EDG, thank you. This was the final question of the press conference. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Beh. Sì, bella.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are joined by PRX, who are coming off of their match against EDG. For those of you joining us remotely, it is very warm in this press tent today. London decided to bring out its best weather for the weekend.
Yep.
So bear with us as we move through things. We'll begin with the first question from Endpoem. If you don't mind unmuting and just asking, we will begin.
All right, quick audio check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. So VALORANT BBQ here, and the first question is for Alex. So on map 1, you picked Breeze as your own map choice, but actually it's a pretty strong map for EDG, and your own win rate on that map in the league isn't the highest either. So what was the main reasoning behind that decision today?
Well, I mean, I think the logical choice for us was the Big Haven, but because we hadn't really played any reps in the event, we wanted to make sure that we played a map that we knew we were comfortable with. I know that the win rate isn't high, but I think a lot of the losses were at the start of the year. We had not lost Breeze in Santiago, if I understand correctly. So it was still a very confident map for us, and that was pretty much the reason. And because EDG has a lot of footage on it, so we had a good idea of what they can maybe do.
All right. So the second question is for Jin and something. So in a previous interview, Jin mentioned that he would keep an eye on something and tell him to tone down the in-game interaction. So during today's match, what specific interaction moment did you notice, and did you have any particular conversation about this before the match?
Actually, no. Honestly, I think he doesn't really eBag or shoot that much. I think usually it's when the enemy shoots first, then he does it. So, I mean, I think today he didn't do it. So, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. This next question is to Devi. Going into this match, did you have any celebrations picked out in case of anything coming, any aces or the like?
Sorry, what?
You any celebrations for aces?
Oh, 5K. I guess I don't know. Not bad, I guess.
All right, thanks, man. Next question's coming from Valo2 Asia to the coaching staff. You guys managed to come out on top on Fracture after yet another overtime following Breeze. What were some of the most crucial lessons you guys took from Breeze that enabled the team to secure the win on Fracture?
I mean, our philosophy is to have a goldfish memory, if shit hits the fan, try to forget. So that's why we made sure that the boys understood that we still had confidence, we still had 2 good maps coming, and that we just try our hardest and see what happens.
Thank you. Nice. We'll take the next question from Michelle Lojo from Philstar.
Quick mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hi, PRX. Congratulations. My name is Michelle from Philstar from the Philippines. So my question is for Envy. So from always just going almost qualifying to Masters to now back-to-back Masters Grand Finals appearances, what lesson did you take away from Santiago that you've carried into this tournament as you hopefully lift your first Masters trophy on Sunday?
I think this time around we're just riding the momentum. I think like Alex said, our philosophy is just having goldfish memory. I think during Santiago we were a bit tired, so I think this time around it's we're a bit more calmer and more chill, and yeah, those are the things we learned. Just being more chill, I guess.
Thank you and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Andre.
Hello, guys. Andre Hopkins, independent journalist from the Americas region. My first question here is going to go over to Devi. So I just wanted to ask, on Fracture, we saw this team kind of sneak past the camera that Chichu had to put up. Was that a specific ante, or was that a call during the round?
I think it was Forsaken managed to get a timing. I mean, if I have no idea, I was on the other side. I was just chilling, oh, where are they and stuff. It was Jason called that, oh, guys, I have a timing, and then come follow me.
He spotted the camera, and then he said that, I don't think he can see. Let's come underneath, pretty much. So it was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
And then I have a second question here. This one's going to go over to Jing. So I just wanted to ask, as a super long tenured player who's been in so many long series and long events, what's the best way you could say that you keep a strong mental for these long best of 3 series and for the future, long best of 5s?
I mean, I think honestly, it's something that we all learn together as a team. Like as we play a lot, I feel like last time we used to choke quite a lot and stuff, but we just, I mean, as time goes by, you just when you choke and stuff, you just think about it like, why are you feeling that way, or like why are you feeling like tired or stressed or whatever. And I think it's just experience, and also like your team like bring you back up, you know, even when you're playing bad. So yeah, I think it's a team effort thing and also experience thing. Yeah.
All right, thank you, and good luck to you guys in your upcoming grand final.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, it's VALORANT Esports from NA. I just wanted to ask Coach Alex, this is basically your 5th international grand finals, and it's a crowning achievement, I must assume. I just wanted to ask you, what are the factors that basically helped this organization and your team sustain such excellence in the international stage and also on the domestic stage? What is the most important factors?
I mean, I have a stacked roster. I think that's the truth. I said in the previous press con that if you want to go far, you kind of have to stack talent and chemistry at the same time. And the fact that we managed to stay together for so long is a big factor. There are a lot. I think if I had to redo a team from the start, it would be just as difficult because there's a lot of lessons that I've learned over the course of our tenure together, our time together, that the players remind me as well of certain mistakes that we have made in the past, you know, like this kind of things like collective knowledge that you build up over a long period of time, how to play certain maps. You know, maps keep coming back in, and that's where I think most coaches find difficulty is like having to remember old protocols. Even if you have everything written down, things change a little bit and it's a bit difficult, you know. You're seeing a lot of old strats be reused and for example, like this comp that we're running on Split is very old one, right? And it's things like that, like we don't have to relearn it, you know. So it puts us in a prime position to excel. And also, I think I props to my org, you know what I mean? I think they put a lot of trust in everyone here. You know, it's a slow process that we built over a long period of time. And, you know, I think it's just a collective effort, and that's why we're here.
Thank you so much and good luck in the finals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esport commentator from North America. First off, congratulations on grand finals.
Yeah.
This question could go over to Wendler since we haven't heard from you. Obviously, pistol dominance today. So I was curious if you give a little bit of enlightenment into what went into that, whether it was EDG specific preparations or fixes to your own system when approaching these rounds.
There were some things we took from stage 1 where obviously everyone kind of pointed out we were a little weak on the pistol side, but we didn't think it was anything like extreme. I think it was a mix of we were unlucky at times, some other times protocols fall apart, but I think I get a lot of credit towards pistols when really it's this guy right here that's cooking all the pistols. So don't credit me, that's all Jason, and Jason's been doing a good job making sure that we're ahead. So
Thank you.
It's not divide, handing off your strats this time.
yeah. Lish had a what?
What's that?
He did breeze again.
Yeah, he did breeze again. It's just, 5v2, we forget that we need to plant the bomb and things go kind of crazy, but it's okay.
Yeah, you guys bounce back. And continuing on that topic of preparations for this match, Autumn in their press conference in an interview also mentioned that honestly that map 3 was you guys pinpointing how they played their attack very well and that retake style that you guys had. Did that come from, this goes I guess to Alex, kind of them being your practice partners before and things you noticed? Was it from the VOD review of their previous matches on Split? Or I guess like what did you notice that allowed it to be that one-sided?
I mean, it's always a bit of both. Like it's not like we arrive in without any knowledge of how they play. But it does. I mean, it is an advantage and disadvantage to practice them all the time. Just in this situation, I think we knew how they played. So it was very easy for us to say like we need to do certain things a little bit more, a little bit less. Use this. Even then, I think they prepared very well. They know our usual retake patterns, and I think they played around it very well. Amazing.
And last question is very lighthearted, and I think probably you're the best one to answer, Alex, but anybody can. Obviously, the chief gaming officer of PRX, DSN, decided to be playing the skirmish today. Whose decision was it? I guess you're referencing Jason. And I know he has a CS background, but what went into that decision?
I mean, I think we call him Harley, obviously, but I think DSN, he didn't think he was allowed to play. So he just suggested, yeah, I'll play the next one. And then Tommy, our manager, immediately tried because he doesn't want to play it. And then, yeah, ended up being him. I mean, we're happy. I thought he had a good chance of winning. I heard he was 3-2 up, and then he choked.
He did better than Tommy, though.
He did better than Tommy.
So, Tommy.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Good luck in grand finals.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, congrats on another grand finals appearance. Job well done on that. EDG is a team that has been through a few changes. Sometimes you guys have done your changes as well, a little few tweaks, but still have maintained your dominance, I would say, on the international level. Alex, over to you. Given that this is a first time in a while match between your team and EDG, knowing the past history, what kind of takeaways or biggest takeaways you've seen out of this EDG team after facing them in the server, and how do you kind of compare that to what you've been facing them or the matches you faced them in the past?
I think if I remember correctly, that we are their first ever opponent in international event. I might be wrong, but I think that's what happened. So it's nice to see that like it's the same players, you know. It feels as though we have grown together over the course of our careers together. It's nice to see that they're still stuck to their guns, same play style. I think Kang had an off day today. You know what I mean? Normally I think it would be a battle between something and Kang. But I think it's still the same. You know, they make plays, they make the impossible happen. And every time we play them, you know, it's fireworks. We're gonna have like a very intense game and lots of OTs. We have gotten the better of them, I think, a few times, but it's very close always.
If I can ask another question in that regard, looking at the team's run in this playoff phase, just want to ask a general question to anybody. Which team has kind of like gave you the biggest kind of like observation, you know, like things that made you feel, oh, they did this different to us, or maybe they did this that gave us a pretty big headache looking at like EDG, semifinal round, first round, if there are any team that you kind of like look at?
Like giving like problem, I guess.
New ideas. Level. I mean, maybe the neon stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe the neon gameplay the lab has, I think is still they're showing that it's still viable. You know what I mean? And it's good to see, you know, like they're another team that like believe in something and they just like kept to it, and it's showing that like, you know, I see them growing throughout the event, and I think that's cool. I see them have new ideas, you know, so they're using their time here very well.
And one more question, well, to Alex. This occasion saw you guys make the grand finals in first seed of your respective region. We know what happened in the past, going from the Swiss stage. It kind of feels like you guys have been the only team that's been able to figure out, or more so, play to the environment, regardless of where you guys start out. What makes it different in your case compared to those that have been trying so many times in this current format of Masters/Champions?
I mean, it's a collective experience thing again, you know. It's like the fact that we managed to make it to every event allows you to learn from the mistakes the most, you know, because we made the most mistakes. So, I mean, all the mistakes of the past, you know, it's something that we have worked on, and thus, like, we managed to like overcome whatever obstacles that come our way, you know, like how to deal with sleep, health, what time to wake up, how to prepare, you know, like personal routines, like how much work to do, you know, how much emphasis on opponents to do, how to make sure that we're playing our play style. Everything that we have learned over the course of like our time in VCT has culminated to this this moment, you know.
Thanks and congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on making it to grand final. And this question is for Coach Alex. Before this match, many people kind of underestimated the CN region. After facing EDG today, what's your impression of both EDG and the overall level of the CN regions?
I mean, my personal opinion is EDG is a step ahead of China. Like even now, I think they are the best and they have the best players. I think it's proof is in the pudding. EDG shows that they're at least top 3 this event, and I believe that we'll meet them again in the grand finals. Yeah, I mean the region's okay. Yeah, everyone's making a bit of a fuss about it, but I think they're fine. They're fine.
Hello, this is Leah, freelance journalist representing Esports Insider. My question goes to something. So this tournament and the current meta, we've seen a lot of great duelists pop off, including you as one of the prime jet players at the tournament. So I was wondering, considering we have like 3 possible teams left, right? Among all the Derkes, Satos, and Kankangs, if you could choose one to go up against in the grand final, who would it be?
I'll go versus Kankan. It's always fun to play when he's on jet and I on jet. It's kind of like you're always thinking where he's gonna be, and you also need to put your position correctly, how to play around him. So, yeah, I'll choose Kankan.
Thank you so much. Good luck in the final.
Thank you.
Thank you. I believe that was the last press conference question. PRX, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.